Hello there. Been a little while since the last Waynecast. It was all things from Utrecht. Had a great time over there. One thing that everybody did realise about me, because people normally don't believe me when I say that. Like friends just call me the unluckiest man alive, and they normally think I'm pulling the leg, I'm having the wrong or something. But everybody at the end user event, all thought that. But they soon actually realised that my luck is shite, right? Especially involving travelling. Now, I covered all that before, but we had trouble on the way there, and on the way back, the plane broke down on the runway. Now, I hadn't had anything to eat, so it's early in the morning, and I had nothing to drink, no liquid, so I was feeling really ropey by this time, so I worked myself into the ground at Utrecht. I was doing crazy hours, and it was all brain as well, because everybody's asking questions all day about Mudbox and workflows and problems they were having and stuff like that. So I was really, you know, knackered, and I started feeling really ill. But I kept thinking. I was sitting in Schiphol Airport. I thought, well, look, once I get in the plane, they'll come around with the drinks trolley. I'll be having one of them little mini cans of Coke and a sandwich, and I'll be fine. At least till I get back to Newcastle. But of course, then it comes over the town now.
Excuse me, we have a problem with the plane.
It turned out they expected us to be in the runway for like half an hour to 40 minutes till the part arrived, and I was literally banging my head off the seat in front. I really was feeling ill. Turned out that the guy who was, the mechanic-y dude for the plane actually managed to get the part faster, and we did get back. I still felt like shit, but I had a great time over there. The second master, Jesus Christ! To be honest, it was the second day was a lot of it was the architecture guys, right? Guys who do architectural visualization, and we didn't expect any more than about 25 people in this massive room. And I was covering for somebody else because Alan had dropped out at the last moment and he wasn't allowed in the country or something like that. And I said, well, look, I've got a second one on standby here, And I basically did something in 55 minutes from nothing to final render. And I did warn everybody before I started that it was fast and it was furious and they would need to take notes. And they did. It was a bit selfish in a way because I've had that many people over the years say you can't possibly do what you do in the time you're doing and all that crap, and there's people that say, oh well, anybody can do it faster. Yeah, well, yeah, I've said time and time again, anybody can be as fast as me or faster. But the trick is it's keeping consistency and being consistently fast, not just occasionally. But I've proved all that shit, you know what I mean? I don't need to prove it again. Everybody's got a problem that's up with them. I'm too old for that shit, you know. But yeah, so I'm actually now, for the last 2 months, everything I've been doing has been either be from an end user. I've just been to sort everything up for the SIGGRAPH masterclass. Although it's no longer at SIGGRAPH. It's hidden away on the Autodesk site somewhere. But they made the decision to pull the masterclasses from SIGGRAPH and put them all online instead. I'm assuming from what they said that they're going to be made available free. So my 90-minute masterclass. I won't get a nice trip abroad as I was hoping because I really wanted to see New Orleans this year. Had a lot of people I want to meet, important dudes and stuff. So I'll be doing it at home. Yeah, I might do it at my mother's house just for a change. I'm a bit sort of let down on that. I was asked while I was over in Utrecht in Holland if I would mind if I wanted to do another one from other people, a similar sort of thing in October. I said, yeah, I definitely agree in principle. So if they get in touch, great. If they don't, well, that's okay. Because some of these people plan things that never comes to fruition, So everything I've been doing lately has been for one thing or another, and I haven't done anything for me. I've been rushed off my feet. It's like I found off Autodesk that I needed the notes done for this masterclass and complete, and it was 48 hours away from the deadline. Not good because I hadn't wrote a damn word. Thought I had ages. What with it being online and stuff, and they'll be online for about 8 months afterwards. So I set about writing one, and I give it to Dave Cardwell to have just a quick check through to make sure it read all right, because I was literally rattling through it at lightning pace. And it's about 40 or 50 pages long. It's like a mini book, and it covers a lot of bloody ground. So if people can't follow the masterclass after that, it's a bad job. Right? So now I've just a couple of days since I finished that. I handed that in on Thursday. It's Saturday night now. Well, it's technically Sunday because it's 10 to 1 in the morning. Nearly time for my cornflakes. Always have cornflakes on night time. I've just been enjoying just doing stuff for me, not just 3D stuff, just browsing sites. Like last night, I've got onto a site that was run by the guys, you know, the kid in the Munsters. Well, he's all grown up now, obviously. And there's all sorts of things like the guy who played Grandpa Munster at the age of 31 managed to get a PhD in child psychology. Now, bear in mind he lived in Queens, New York at the time, you know, turn of the century and all that sort of shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy. He was the youngest person in America at the time ever to get a PhD in child psychology. And he also had a photographic memory and read a book every single day of his life. So there you go. A complete book. There you go. Learn all sorts of things when you just go looking around. I'm also on texturing that sort of walker thing I did at end user. I'm taking my time, you know, I just do a bit and then do a few minutes and then go and do something else, and next night I might do another 5 minutes. I'm not really too arsed, you know, I'm just taking my time with it. If it, you know, turns out sort of like decent and, you know, short of the time, great. If it doesn't, well, you know, who cares? So I'll have a quick look and see what the time is. Oh, over 4 minutes yet. So I haven't done a whole lot. I haven't been out for my walks because my feet are pretty bad. All the cobbles in Holland, Jesus Christ, they really knocked hell out of my feet. I must have walked miles. It was great. I met loads of nice guys, you know. Zap Anderson is top bloke. So, and thank you for the mention in your recap, Zap. Had some good sort of chats, you know. There's a load of people. Neil Blount is a really nice lad, him and his wife. Because Neil's wife works at ILM and he works at Pixar, which is that's got to be some interesting conversations over the dinner table, hasn't it? All sorts of people, you know. Chris Robson was there, and there's people all over the place. Ken Pimentel from Autodesk, really nice bloke. I actually got invited to a special invite-only thing, and it was involved the future roadmap in detail for 3D Studio Max. I can't say a whole lot. All I can say is what everybody saw. There wasn't one person in that room that had been using Max less than 10 years. Every single one was a person that Autodesk considered an expert, and they all saw the first part alone, the first few things. I've got to be very careful here. And everybody just literally, it was a whoa, literally everybody loud and started clapping. That's how interesting this is going to be. And somebody asked me, does that mean they're going to incorporate Max and Maya and XSI into the same thing? No. One, you'd end up with an application so bloody complex that nobody would be able to learn it. And the people who did know the applications wouldn't be able to convert to it, and the UI would be horrendous. Christ, you think ZBrush is bad? That would be nothing next to that. But so that's the reason why. Plus, they'd be dividing what they are how in 80% of the industry in those three applications, and they'd basically be taking, you know, 60% away, because that's what would happen, and left with 30%. Doesn't make any business sense. All the time. So I don't think that'll ever happen in our lifetime, or at least not without a significant change in the industry. At the moment, you know, it's all on the figures. Software doesn't sell, it doesn't get made, as simple as that. I've said it a few times, we all have sometimes this romantic vision of what 3D is and what art is. I'm sure as hell if Michelangelo basically had his own studio that was nothing more than a production line, then we're no different. Anyway, I'm going to shut this part down and go into part 2, because I want to get these online before I go to bed tonight. Right, see you in a minute.